Hi, everybody. Can you see me? I don't know how to get my comments up here. Oh, hello. There's somebody there. Well, I was trying to go live from my computer, but apparently my camera permission is denied. So this is how we're going to have to do it. So, hello, my quilty friends. It's good to see you. Well, it's good to be here with all of you. My name is Lis Groe, and I have been blessed and privileged to work for Gamble Quilting for over a decade now. I currently do technical support for all of our computerized machines. So I don't know a lot about the art of quilting, but I can fix your machines when they're broken. So as you probably all know, we are working from home right now. So I would like to take a second and introduce you to my coworkers for the moment. So you'll see here we have, this is Big Lucy. And on the couch here we have Sam and Shoni. And of course, everyone knows Tiny. She got a bath last night, so she's still mad at me. So anyway, today I would like to talk with you guys a little bit about things that you can do before you call tech support if your computer is opening in standalone mode. I'll get a lot of calls that say that the computer's opening in standalone mode and you didn't put it in standalone mode. How do we get out of it? So I'm going to talk about a couple of things that we can do before you call tech support so that we can do a little troubleshooting and you might not have to call at all. So the first thing that you're going to need to know about this is that Creative Studio opens in standalone mode if it doesn't find your stitcher. So if your stitcher doesn't have power, it's going to open in standalone mode. It's one of a couple of causes. So I find that, especially if people have been away from their machines for a little while, they forget to do all of the things that they would normally do. And so the first thing I'm going to ask you, if you call me with this issue, is are your red and green switches in the on position? Please don't be offended when I ask you this. I know that you know what you're doing, but sometimes we forget, and it's a good 30% of the time that we have that as the issue. The second thing that I would have you do is go out to your controller box, which is the big box underneath the table. It's got all the cables from the machine running to it. And I just have you unplug and replug all of the cables that are back there, just to make sure that everything is nice and tight, and it's got all of your connections are good. And there's also on the back there, once you unplug and replug, while you're there, may as well check for a little rocker switch that's at the back of the controller there. So you can flip it back and forth. The side that has the 1 on it, that means it's on. So if that's pushed in, then you should be good to go. So first we check to make sure the switches are on. Then we check to make sure that everything is plugged in tightly. And I'll probably have you go ahead and restart your computer, just because sometimes they get confused. So those are a couple of things to check before we get into standalone mode, or to see if we can get out of standalone mode. Hello there. Well, it's nice to see you too. Does anybody else have any questions for me while I'm here? Hi, hi, hi. Good morning, Joanne. How's Tiny? Tiny is doing just fine. She's the only one who is sad about this particular being working from home and everything. She's I had to put her bed up on a table so that she is, above all the other dogs. But she's doing all right. I'm doing great, Karen Marchetti. Thank you for asking. I am enjoying working from home and taking care of everybody. So it is not snowing here. Nancy Garner asks if it's snowing. No, it's chilly but not snowing. Capture errors when they occur to help Yes. You can either take a picture of that of the error message when it comes up. That's always helpful. Or there is a log file. It'll be your CS log, Creative Studio log on your desktop. There are some other places where it's kept as well, but you can. I'll occasionally ask for that. And monitor keeps coming in and out. Yeah, Lorraine, I would unplug and replug that monitor to make sure that all the cables are tight. Sometimes the vibration from the machine can wiggle those loose a little bit, and that can cause that kind of a problem. Hello from Wyoming. Where are you at in Wyoming? I used to live there. Hi, Mom. Thanks. Yep. Riverton. I graduated from high school in Bighorn. We used to play you guys. In Star Valley. Okay. Hi there. Hi, Norman. Thanks so much. So the biggest thing, what is my most common question? Okay. Well, Christine, that kind of depends on the day and what's going on. If we have a new release of software out, I usually have install questions. The standalone mode one is definitely one of the ones that I see a whole lot. Thank you, Mary. Why would CS close if... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Left idle for a while. It could be, Lorraine, yes. But as far as my most common question, it's like I said, it varies from day to day. Um, but yeah, the standalone one, I gotta say, is probably the most common of all the things because there are a lot of different things that could cause it. Oh, the hardest problem I've ever fixed. Well, it was mostly because of a language barrier, because the people that I was working with were in Spain, and so had to go back and forth through a translator to get it fixed. But it was a very obscure problem with the the local settings on their computer were they were causing some issues with the software, and so it wasn't something that I'd ever seen before, and it was mimicking a hardware problem, and so that was the most difficult one that I've ever troubleshot, I think. But truly, in general, before you call tech support, one of the best things that you can do is go through and unplug and replug all of your cables just to make sure that everything is tight, because that can, like I said, the vibration of the machine can wiggle those loose a little bit, and can cause it to have strange problems sometimes. Anybody else got any questions here for the next minute or so? Well, guys, I guess I'm going to get back to answering the phones, but it's always, oh, one year every keypad. Okay. Um, all right. So as far as the keypad doesn't respond, um, I'm gonna need a little bit more information from you on that. So, Elizabeth, why don't you send me an email at statlersupport@gamel.com so that I can ask you some more questions, and we can do that. We can get you figured out. Oh, my educational background. I actually went to college to be a youth minister, and I fell into the quilting world by accident. I answered an ad in the paper that was looking for a customer service clerk. Didn't know a thing about quilting, and spent my first few years as the the supply clerk. I learned all about thread, bobbins, needles, all the parts on the machine, and then I started up with the tech stuff. I went around to all the quilt shows in the country for a while and set up the machines and learned about the mechanics, and then I got moved to Statler Tech Support, and I learned to ask the right questions. Should we send marshmallows? Um, I I I have a really good stash of marshmallows, but I do appreciate it. Meineke, we mostly just asking some questions as far as tech support is concerned, and because I do Statler Tech Support, and we're talking about how to things that you should do before you call tech support. Am I spending time at any time at the shop with hardware? Not currently. What I am not privy to whether when CS 7.2 is coming out. That is definitely that's in the programming department, but they keep telling me soon. Okay, original computer about 10 years. Is it time to get a new one? At 10 years old, that computer is getting there, but if you're having problems with it, it's probably time to start thinking about it at least. I can Karen, I can't really, but I appreciate the thought. Well, guys, I got to get back to answering my phones because I do have some people to help here. But I I really enjoyed talking with you. I hope we get to do it again soon. I mean it from the bottom of my heart in the nicest possible way. But I hope I don't have to talk to you. But if you do have a technical problem, please do give us a call. We're here to help. Your dealers are always going to be your first line of defense, but we are here to help with your problems with your machines. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful quilty day, and see you soon. Bye, guys.